laboratory online.
Commander.
Okay, we have more abductions.
Reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Okay. So it's a settlement map, and that can really vary if it's good for snipers or not. Definitely going to want some engineers, though. There's probably going to be some stuff that we could blow up. And honestly, Zhang and Keith are both pretty good. I'm gonna go with Zhang just because he's first in line. Don't want too many corporals along on this, though. Maybe at least one more. Though honestly, we're just getting to the point where we have quite a few corporals, so we got that going for us. Let's bring along a second engineer, because we need to get as many of them trained up as we can. One of these to infantry. Let's say Tracy. Do we have any scouts that aren't super high rank? Yeah, we have some new specialist scouts here. They need to get experience, so let's take Flavio along. I'm gonna need a medic, and I know we have some high-ranked ones, but we need to keep more people being leveled up. Let's say one of our lance corporals. Let's say Anna. And an assault would be good. Henrik, why not? Gives us a nice mix of lance corporals and a specialist with Zhang to kind of hopefully pull everyone along. Could use a gunner. And let's take another one of the specialists. Okay, your health went up a little bit, so you can go down to the lighter armor now. Give you some more mobility. And we need someone to be carrying an arc thrower. So there you go. And yeah, you carry offensive grenades, and usually after they get the sapper perk, the damage that HE and AP grenades are very comparable at that point, and I'd rather have the cover busting, so gonna switch you to 4 HE grenades. I think Zhang's gonna keep carrying this mix where he has 2 HE grenades, 2 flashbang grenades, and 2 smoke grenades because he has the smoke grenade perk. Going to give you a scope. And you haven't been on a mission as a scout yet, so we need to give you that equipment. And yeah, you need to keep the plating on so that you can have the lighter armor, and you're going to have the motion tracker. There you go.
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
You'll be heading into Japan for the next mission. We've just received another report of an abduction in progress in a densely populated urban center. If we allow the aliens to succeed, it's going to spread panic throughout the area.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching Touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
Okay, I'm not sure that I would call a cemetery a settlement, but I guess it is functionally kind of similar to a lot of the settlement maps, so I can see why they did that. Let's use that motion scanner, shall we? Okay, so we have a group of aliens somewhere over here, and so far those are the only ones close enough that we can tell.
On the move.
Okay, well, that moved us into range of a few more, so we have one group over here somewhere, and one group probably just out of sight over here.
Moving out! I'm on the move.
Affirmative.
En marcha.
Got it covered. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Roger. Got my
I'm
eyes
covering
on.
that area.
Explorando. Moving to Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Come get some.
Okay, we are probably just gonna go ahead and use the motion tracker again. Let's see. They don't appear to have moved. So which do we want to alert first? Well, I'm kind of hoping that maybe these guys are on the other side of this building, which will make them a bit harder to accidentally alert, whereas these ones are kind of out in the open. So I think I'm going to go for them first.
I'm on the move. Positive enemy contacts.
Okay, so we've got two Seekers, both of which cloaked, and a Thin Man, which ran back. So we need to not spread everyone out too much. I think this should still be okay, but I don't want Zhang to move too much further away from the rest of the group than that. Also, another thing to know about Zhang that I didn't mention before, he has Lone Wolf by default, even if he takes a class that doesn't get it via their normal promotions. So kind of keeping him further away from the group is usually kind of a good thing, which can give him a bit of an advantage if you pick something like Engineer or Scout or Assault or Sniper, all of the ones that either run forward or hang back more, because he's more likely to get that bonus.
I'm on the move.
Okay, gonna scoot you guys over here to kind of help cover Zhang. Okay, our shotgunner definitely needs to run forward somewhere. I just don't really have great cover options for him right now. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let's figure out where everyone else is going.
Yes, Commander.
Stepping off.
Okay, I'm gonna put you here. And then I'm gonna have you hunker down.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Everyone else is going on Overwatch because I'm expecting those Seekers to jump on somebody. Okay, there's the Thin Man. He didn't move up enough to trigger any Overwatch. He's suppressing. Seekers are probably moving around right now. They didn't come out, though. Gonna have the scout move first because the Seekers sometimes do Overwatch while they're cloaked.
Good to go.
Doesn't seem like they did this time, though. So now we're gonna move Zhang. And yes, he is getting a little further away from the group than I would like. However, he's gonna try to shoot this Thin Man. Good job. Killed it. So we've still got those two Seekers hanging around somewhere. My guess is that they're probably going to try to grapple Zhang. So I'm going to put the person with a shotgun over next to him. Close combat specialist might trigger when it tries to grab somebody. I'm not sure, but he'll at least have someone near him to help kill the thing if it grabs him. Because Zhang so far does not have a great track record with Seekers. Move you a little closer. Cover doesn't matter quite as much with Seekers usually. They usually just try to grab you. So it's more important that everyone just kind of tries to stay together. Okay, yep, it's going for Zhang. Okay, killed the first one.
Can't kill him if you show him.
I can hear sectoids and floaters, and there's the other Seeker.
They're trying to flank us.
Went for the infantry, I think. So Engineer's gonna start us off, start shooting it. Did some damage to it. Gonna hold the medic's move for as long as I can because we might just want them to heal up the person who got grappled.
Heading there now.
Okay, Gunner got a pretty good hit in on it.
They have me flanked.
And now the Seeker's trying to fly away, which makes it harder to hit.
Going there now.
Put Zhang in a position where he's getting that aim bonus from Lone Wolf. Hopefully that helps. Unfortunately not.
Adjusting aim. Good to go.
Okay, Scout's pretty close to it. Let's see if he can hit. Also no.
Negative damage.
Well, Tracy has 2 shots that she can take at it, and she managed to hit it, despite having a much lower chance because she was still catching her breath. Good job.
Let's do this.
And yeah, you know what? We have 5 frickin' medkits. I think I can just go ahead and spare one to heal that point of damage.
This? Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Reloaded.
Going there now.
Affirmative. Moving to position.
Moving. That's affirmative.
la orden, comandante.
Moving out.
Okay, I think everyone has moved back into cover from directions that I think the aliens are going to be approaching from. Going to have everyone who needs to reload.
We're green to go. On overwatch.
Ready to engage.
Quiet. Do you hear something?
Okay, gonna run the assault up to where we heard the aliens moving. Don't see any yet.
Heading out.
So I'm gonna take a look in here. Still not seeing any.
Estoy en marcha.
That's affirmative. 10-4.
Yes, Commander.
I will take care of it. I'll be watching.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Aye, aye.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Okay, found the floaters.
Clear to engage.
And got a pretty lucky overwatch shot on one of them. How many are there, though? 3. There are 3 of them. It'd be really nice if we could capture one, actually, because we don't have one of them yet. Although it'll be a while before we can interrogate them, because you need to do some research on, I believe, cybernetics, like early cybernetics, before you can even autopsy them, which you need the autopsy before you can do the interrogation. However, capturing one now, it's usually a bit easier to get them early on than it is later, and eventually they get hard to find, so
I am moving.
gonna have these guys double back this way because I'd rather not alert what I think is a group of sectoids over in that direction while we're dealing with these guys. Alright, it's low cover, but I'm gonna put you here because I'd rather you didn't get flanked. It's gonna be the same for you. Could have you toss a grenade in. A little nervous about putting people there because I'm worried they're gonna get flanked, but... moving to get into position to shoot at things. I think he might be able to throw a grenade from just a little further away. Not quite. Okay, let's see if you can pick off the one that's... Well, actually, no. I know that one's in the open and it's a very tempting shot, but I'd honestly rather you suppress one of the full health ones. Okay, wounded the one that we're also suppressing, so we've got 2 wounded, one of which is suppressed, and 1 full health one that is running around, I think, over here.
Already there.
Okay, we're gonna have you stay... Oh, well, no, you're the one with the capture gun, so you need to come back.
10-4.
Please don't alert anything else as you run. Oh, dang it. 3 sectoids, but they're all pretty far back, and they're coming from the same direction as the floaters, so at least we're not flanked. Okay, one of the sectoids is running up. One of them mind merged and ran up, but not quite as much. One of the wounded floaters kind of ran away. One of them went on Overwatch. And the one that's suppressed just tried for a lucky shot, which it did not get. Okay, let's have the scout see if it can disarm some of the Overwatch. Although I'm going to have him make a slightly bigger move to try to make sure that he actually gets it.
I'm under fire!
Okay, took out the full health floaters Overwatch. That was probably the most dangerous one. Let's see if we can get some grenades in here to start breaking through cover. Okay, Eva, you're gonna run up to here. It's a little bit dangerous. I need to try to keep the sectoids under control. We're gonna chuck a grenade over here, see if we can maybe bust through some of the cover and damage the two floaters, one of which is at full health. Okay, killed one of the floaters outright and exposed the other to our infantry. Okay, so we're down to just one floater, which is at pretty low health, and honestly, I'd like to capture it if at all possible. I think I might have Zhang toss another grenade to try to reveal the sectoids, because we need to get them out of this if we're gonna try to capture a floater. We need to be able to move freely. And the grenade throw is being really, really finicky.
Frag out!
And if we had multiple uses of the arc thrower, I would definitely try to catch that sectoid, but we don't, so... Okay, there is fire, but none of it's on this wall, so you should be able to move here without that burning down right away. Finish killing this one.
On my way. Let's do this.
Moving to Overwatch. On my way.
Okay, no, we need to wait for that sectoid to move up, really, so no, I'm gonna put you here, put you in full cover. Okay, another mind merge from off screen. Now the other sectoid's gonna move up a little bit. Tried to shoot the assault, didn't get it. Floater's scooting up and using Overwatch. And our gunner can see it, so she's just gonna suppress him, which will keep it from overwatching. And hopefully just keep it in place while we deal with these sectoids, so that we can then try to move over and capture it. Now, the floater cannot see this spot. It's far enough away that it can't, and the shield here isn't red, so the spot's not flanked. It is still kind of dangerous, though, especially if we don't weaken that sectoid a little bit first.
Heading there now.
Okay, Zhang, can you maybe just get this thing so I can start moving the person with the arc thrower over towards the thing we actually want to catch? No such luck.
I'm on it, Commander.
Not a flanking shot, but still try. There we go. Okay, we're down to one sectoid left, and it was pretty far back there. It'll have to spend its time running up, and that's assuming it doesn't panic for at least a turn. So we're gonna run the person with the arc thrower up to here. It won't be able to see him from there, so it won't be able to even try to shoot him unless it... Well, no, but then he can't see it if it does try to move, and... No, we're gonna go with that. you are going to overwatch this thing to further discourage it from moving. I'm going to scoot you up to here in case we either need you to break Overwatch or if we need you to come up here and flank it and shoot it if the capture fails. Okay, it's just going to hunker down. That does not affect capture chances to the best of my knowledge. It's not quite at perfect health for capturing. You really want them at 1 if you can manage it, but 2 or 3 also usually works.
Arc up.
No luck.
A lot of good that did.
Game. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh dear. I can't even pull up the menu. Well, I hope it's at least been saving this time. One moment, please. I think it's found it again. Okay. Well, we have autosaves from within this mission. Now, whether it's from the latest turn, I don't know. Okay, it looks like it actually mostly did what it was supposed to this time. I think we might be, yeah, we're missing like a turn. So we're gonna do this again. Turn the autosave off. Exit the menu. Turn the autosave back on. And hopefully it starts autosaving again like it's supposed to.
Locking down area.
Let's try this again.
Moving. Missed the target.
I understand.
Well, this time Zhang got it, I guess. So we are still free to move you. And yep, it's suppressed already. I did remember to suppress it. Gonna move you here. It's a good thing that you can't be hit by suppression fire as you run through. Or that friendly fire happens at all. Good lord, that can be a nightmare in Xenonauts sometimes. You have to actually think about getting caught in crossfire or panic shots.
Moving. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Okay, again, gonna move you here in case the capture fails, which, as we saw, it very much can. And hopefully it doesn't crash the whole game with it this time.
They're starting to lose ground.
Damn! That was close!
Okay, are we auto-saving game? I didn't see the autosave thing, so I don't think it is. So I'm just gonna save here at the start of this turn until hopefully I can get this thing to actually save properly like it's supposed to. In case it crashes again when I do this, to try to end up repeating as little as possible.
Sleep tight.
Okay, this time the capture decided it wanted to work. Are we gonna... Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, so we still have a sectoid running around somewhere over here. And it might have panicked, but it could also be overwatching.
Affirmative.
Gonna move the scout around this way to try to get sight on it. Let's see if we can use the motion tracker to figure out where it's at.
Moving out.
Okay, it is on the motion tracker at this range, but it's still out of sight, so it's hanging around up here somewhere. It hasn't really moved all that much.
Got it.
See if we can get these two into full cover.
Rolling. Afirmativo.
Okay, you can see it. It is not overwatching, and that's good. I am, however, going to have you move a little bit because on reflection, there's so much fire in this spot that I'm kind of worried if I leave you there, the cover's going to burn down, and then you're just going to be standing in the open.
Aye, aye, Commander. Aye, shield, Commander. Moving to Overwatch.
Let's see if we can get you into full cover.
Roger that. I have it covered.
Okay, it's running. It's just running, I think. Let's have the scout move first.
Affirmative.
Okay, we can see it. It is not overwatching. So we are free to just chase after it.
Recibido, señor.
Affirmative.
Moving. Yes, sir.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay, the fire around this part of the building has gone out, so you can probably hang out there, although sometimes sightlines get weird where stuff's burned down, but I think you'll be able to see stuff there if it moves. I don't think Zhang can throw a flashbang grenade that far, but I can try. No, not quite. It's just out of flashbang range.
Reloaded.
Missed the target.
Okay, it is continuing to run. This is getting slightly annoying.
Affirmative.
Great, this time we didn't even quite see it. There's not very many places it could be, though. This is kind of a corner that it's boxed itself into.
Voy.
There we go.
Another one down. Good work, Commander. our missions go as well as this one did, the aliens don't stand a chance.
Okay, so for offensive engineers, they take heat warheads at this level, which will make their grenades a lot more effective against robots.
Remember, we will be watching.
Okay, so we were able to get a floater captive. It's going to be a while before we can do that interrogation, but we do have it. Hopefully the game is back to auto-saving like it's supposed to. It seems like it is. It auto-saved when we got done with the mission, and I see auto-saves after the manual save that I made, so looks like that's back to working like it should. Fighters are actually looking reasonably healthy. I'm going to have Great Dane and Backfire switch to Stingray missiles while they're over here in the secondary hangar. And I think that's all we're waiting on at the moment. The 80 credits is definitely nice, but not enough to really build anything, and now I'm trying to hold on to money because we're going to need a satellite uplink and 2 more satellites here soon. Which I guess also means I need to figure out where I want to cover, and usually that's North America, but of course we lost Mexico pretty early on this time, and of course one of those satellites is going to be going over Russia. So we'll get the continent bonus, and then we'll have one left. What are the other continent bonuses? I admit I don't have them all memorized.
Maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
I know. I'm just checking what the bonuses are. Annoying intercom, I tell you. Yeah, so usually I would start covering North America because the 25% reduction in aircraft purchase cost and maintenance is very, very useful, especially as you're getting more and more planes. But because Mexico was the country that the aliens took right off the bat,
We're monitoring several contacts at the moment.
and we're still
This doesn't look
Bradford.
like a legitimate target.
And we're still pretty far from being able to raid an alien base. Like, let's see, we're interrogating our first alien now, and after this we're going to need to capture and interrogate an outsider, and then we're going to have to actually manufacture the skeleton key, and that's all probably going to take a little bit. Now, that being said,
Guess we should enjoy it while it lasts.
the next 3 buildings that I need to build for satellites are all satellite nexuses, which means I need to complete the alien computers research, and then we're going to need a lot more engineers after that. So honestly, I think what might happen is I'm going to cover Russia to get that continent bonus, and then I may just hold on to that last satellite for a bit. Like, we may end up covering Mexico with it because we need to put a satellite over Mexico before we can raid the alien base. And we may just hold on to that for a little bit, because that, honestly, I would like that to be my next move. And I don't know if I think I'll probably be ready to raid the base before I'm ready to build satellite nexuses.
I still don't understand why the aliens would be willing to go to all this trouble. What could they be after?
Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to call it here for today. Real life stuff again. Hopefully the game quits bugging out, because, I mean, yeah, so far it's been pretty beneficial, but at some point it's going to do this and I'm going to end up either losing a soldier I otherwise wouldn't have lost, or I'm going to lose a capture or something. Something is going to balance it out if it keeps bugging out like this. So hopefully that stops. But for now, just making sure that save happened. Yes, it did. For now, that'll be it.